Howdy YouTube, Patrick here. So this is a quick overview of the brand new Force FX Elite lightsaber for Kylo Ren. Mainly just talking about whether or not the $100 price tag difference is worth it compared to the original Force FX Kylo Ren. First off, let's go over the non-lightsaber edition and difference. The display stand. Now this display stand actually is not one piece. This rubber piece comes off. This rubber piece comes off. And then this coin on the bottom comes off. This coin serves a multi-purpose. Now this display stand is actually really nice for multiple reasons. One, it holds the lightsaber very securely. And two, it holds it very at a correct angle. Well, not correct, but at a good angle. Not quite vertical, but a good display. And it is sturdy enough to hold it even with the blades in. Speaking of blades in, moving on to the lightsaber itself now. Blades are removable. Now I'll tell you this, for a lot of people, that right there is already worth the $100 edition. Because now you can display this on the stand on a shelf, looking really good, quite honestly. Now this does come with blade plugs. This is the one for the top piece. It doesn't screw into place, it sits into place. And then this piece threads on top. If I can thread. And then you have identical Quillian blade plugs. They only go in one way. And you can use your thumb as I just did, or if you want to kind of use it the way it's supposed to, pop that coin out and you'll see little grooves along these edges that this will fit in. Now it doesn't take a lot of pressure, so as you saw with the first one, I kind of just used my thumb, but you can find the slots, and then it's in. The other thing this can be used for is the battery pack removal. So open and close that. And then when you're not using it, click it right back into the stand so you don't lose it. Now, here's a fun attribute I think I like, or I do like about this. I have a lightsaber in my hand, theoretically. What happens with a real lightsaber when you turn it on? The blades extend and come out, right? What happens with our reality's lightsabers when you flip a switch with no blades put in, right? The light comes on and the sounds come on as if you're holding a full lightsaber. This one, if you don't have the blades put in and you try and turn it on, won't turn on. And I really like that little fact because it's sort of like, oh, it kind of blends the realities, because the reality of it is in Star Wars universe, if you hit the switch and no blades come out, you have a bad lightsaber, you have a faulty lightsaber. So it gives that kind of false sound to kind of be like, oh, this is why your blades aren't there kind of situation. I think that's a nice touch. And that's something that I've seen. That is my 4-year-old in the background. Nothing I can do about that. Can't wait for her to go to sleep because then I'm too tired to do a video. So then to get the blades in, same thing. You have a fat peg on one side and a small peg on the other, so they only fit in one way. You get them in, push, spin clockwise just a little, boom. in, spin clockwise, just a little, and they're clicked in. Now, still won't come on. You have to have all three in to come on. Speaking of having all three in, this one's the same thing. It's got sort of a fat peg and a smaller peg. Now you can go in and you can twist this down and think it's secure. It's not. You actually have to push down just a little. I go counterclockwise and then I release the pressure pushing down and I just keep turning it and it'll pop back into place, and now it's secure. And then I just make sure to always put this back on. It actually doesn't even need to be on at this stage, but I do put it back on just to make sure to never lose it. And then, I know I didn't go over this. This is your power switch up and down. And let's go over some of the attributes of the saber itself. So, of course, it's a Force of X with LEDs in the hilt, so it does have a progressive on and off. This now, and it has the whooshing sounds. It has clash sounds, but going back sort of to the difference of upgrade from the 200 to the 300, this actually has the clash sounds with flash on clash. The other thing that this has, it has a blaster effect button hidden right there. So I'm going to try and get most of the blade in the shot, and it does it at random spots. So you can swing it, push the button, kind of make it look like you're deflecting blaster bolts. This also has what they have titled the molten effect. And it's essentially where it's supposed to make it look like when you're pushing on something, the lightsaber reacting at this edge. So, and that's accomplished by holding down the button. So just pushing it and then holding it down. If I can find the button in the dark. Here we go. Now I'll tell you this, on camera it looks bright and you're not really seeing the flickering effect, but I'm gonna get this right up in the camera and you'll see that it does have they've added sort of the white LED color change in there to sort of be that flickering aspect. It's not a perfect substitute, but honestly, I like it. I like that effect much more than the standard $200 one. I've seen a lot of people say it's not worth it to get this $300 one if they've already have the $200 one. I don't really disagree with you. If you already have the $200 one and you really just use it as a display piece, that's fine. I will say this one is more of a charcoal-ish, gray more of that than it is a black. I'll show you more in depth in a second. But if you don't have one currently and you're in the market for a Kylo Ren lightsaber and you don't want to go aftermarket or anything like that, this one actually is really nice. It's actually pretty good quality. It has a good heft to it, but it's not crazy heavy. I'm genuinely gonna look for a way to carry this on my waist because I really like this. I think this is a really good looking lightsaber. I love the blade plugs. They show the crystal, which is not really canon, but hey, whatever, I still like it. And it's worth the 300. That, all in all, that's what I wanted to make this video about. This lightsaber is worth $300 for everything you get. You get removable blades, you get blaster sound effects, you get flash on clash, you get sound, you get a display stand. That's a very unique display stand. It's got by the way, that's got the first order symbol on it. And it's just, it's worth the 300. I mean, I know we spend $200 on the Black Series, Force FX Kylo Ren. We spend $175, $150 if we're lucky. I've got over $2,000 of lightsabers sitting in the corner right now because I haven't gotten my office ready since I just moved. And I'll tell people, don't be afraid to pull the trigger on this one. It is actually really nice. Is it battle worthy? No, but come on, you don't buy this one to be battle worthy. That's really all I've got. I've been trying to record this video for a few days now, but work has kept me just exhausted. And of course, the move. If y'all have got any questions, feel free to holler at me. If not, y'all have a good one.